Hello and welcome back. When I saw the story that the Iranian national soccer team did not sing the national anthem before their match against England, I told my wife some really bad things are going to happen. And the Ayatollah and his thugs have proven me right. They have threatened the players' families with violence and torture if the players, quote, don't behave in the match versus the United States men's national team on Tuesday. Sources say that Iran has a large number of security eyeing how the players act in Qatar. Iranian head coach Carlos Queiroz met with Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps officers following these threats, but it's unclear what the meeting was about. According to him, I think it's pretty clear to everybody else around here that they told him, you tell your players they do what we say, or we're going to torture their families while they're here, and we're going to torture them when they get home. Of course, that's the kind of thugs that run a country like that. The players are just showing solidarity with the protests which have followed the death of 22-year-old Masa Amini, and have continued on. About 450 people, maybe a little more, have been killed. 1,800 arrested out of who knows how many hundreds of thousands protesting. Some members of the security forces and the Revolutionary Guard have been killed. The protesters mean business. The Ayatollah and his henchmen mean business. The soccer team wants to mean business. I don't know how you support a country where people in your age group, including, sisters, girlfriends, cousins, are being beaten because they don't wear a headscarf in a prescribed manner. How do you expect these guys to feel? They're young men. They're the same age as most of the protesters. They're going to have feelings with the protesters. If you wanted a team which was going to toe the party line, you should have recruited from nothing but the Revolutionary Guard and the Bashiji volunteers. But they can't play soccer. They probably can't play it. Well, I won't say they can't play any competitive sport. I'm not sure any place in the world has a competition for wielding a baton or, how many people you can kill with one bullet in a mob of protesters. But that's about all they're good for. So why don't you recruit from them? Put them on your national team. They'll do whatever you want them to do. I've already proven that. Of course, it's kind of hard to get a bunch of psychopaths to play team sports. I don't know what kind of a monetary amount you could put on 26,640 days. And if that sounds like an odd number to you, well, you just take 444 days, multiply that by the 60 hostages that were held in the Tehran embassy, and then come up with a number. As far as I'm concerned, take the Ayatollah and every one of his descendants for the next dozen generations and lock them up, and it's not going to even the score. Do I hate Iran? No. I don't have anything against Iranian people. One of my best doctors was Iranian. Do I hate the Ayatollah and the regime that's there now? Well, let's put it this way. If you get all the civilians out of Qom, where the Ayatollah lives. He doesn't live in Tehran. He lives in another city. I think it's a good time for some above-ground nuclear testing. Got to make sure those things work and those rockets still take off like they're supposed to, and I can't think of a better fucking target. So, yeah, I got a beef with Iran, and I hope those people that are protesting succeed in freeing themselves from dictatorship. Problem for the dictator is the only country in the world that's going to accept them right now is Russia, and that means they got to fly through a war zone. And eventually, the people that are protesting are going to get tired of just chanting, and they have a Swiss cheese border with Afghanistan and Pakistan, and they can load up. The protesters could really, if they want to, load up on all the weapons they want and make a game of it. And simply want to fight a war of attrition, they're going to win because there's more of them than there are of the Revolutionary Guard. In fact, the army might even step in on their side, which would make a great little civil war. I think in the end, the Ayatollah and his expert councils and all their bullshit theological crap keeps them in power are probably going to end up dead at the hands of the people that they are trying to put down. They don't call the Iranian citizens. They call them subjects. So what they're saying is they are a king and they have royalty and they have a divine right of king. And if history tells us anything, kings do one of two things. They either do like British and cede power to the commoners, or they go the way of the French monarchy and they lose their head over it. Wouldn't bother me a bit. I'd even give them the pipe to hang the thing on. Now, hey, enough of my ranting and raving. Like, subscribe, visit Patreon, all that happy horse stuff. They call it engagement. I need your help. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.